Yo, okay, so after like a handful of people now have asked me, I thought maybe it was a good time to kind of make a video on this and just explain it so people are not confused and looking for something that's not really there. Um, but I'm gonna explain this because there is this little building right here. It's called the Reliquary Vault, and you can press it, but you can't really do anything. Like you can't take your maps or like a breach stone or anything like that and put it in there, right? Like that just doesn't work. So they people are like wondering, and I this is newer players, of course. They are wondering what is this thing, right? Like what does it do? You see, nothing happened. So I'm gonna explain it, and just to make sure that I'm not saying something or saying something that's making people confused, we are gonna jump over on PoE 1, and we're gonna I'm gonna show you exactly what happens once this is a permanent feature in the game. I don't believe it's currently something that's available for us to use, but it will be later down the line. So if you hang on for 1 second, we'll jump to PoE 1. Alright, so here we are on Path of Exile 1, and on here we have something called the Voidborn Reliquary Key. And there's of course a couple of different kinds of these. This is not the only type of reliquary. I can't say that fucking word all of a sudden. This is not the only key, there's other types of keys. So what happens is you open up a portal to a realm that allows you to get an item, and that is the same idea that will happen in Path of Exile 2, is upon the community creating these shiny uniques, then they basically will start dropping once that happens, right? So when the first set of keys are getting bought by the community and the choices of, you could say, items have been chosen, then we should see the circulation of keys starting to drop in the game. Now, since they aren't currently in Path of Exile 2, the only way I can really truly show you what it's actually doing is by doing it over here. So I just spent 5 divines to get this one, so hopefully we will get something that's actually worth something. But chances are very low that we're gonna get something that actually has any type of value, right? So let's see. Okay, I actually haven't never gotten that before. That was kind of nice. It's not the greatest thing, but it's nice nonetheless. So as you see right here, we have gotten a item that's unique, but it has a very specific color, and it's kind of color changing almost. This is the exact same type of item I'm currently wearing as my belt or as my helmet, and as you can see, my helmet has a green silver tint to it, and the belt has a blue green tint to it, and this also has the same blue green tint to it. And there is a whole array of different types. Let's see if we can find maybe one more here. So we have one right here. This is like a purplish blue, I would say. And then we have, oh, maybe there's no more in here then. What about in here? No. I thought I had more of those. Nah. There is another one right here. You can see it has like a green, red, gray, greenish shine to it. And they are basically a community created item. So the item in itself already existed in the game, and you choose which item from the game that you want to add this shiny color to, basically, right? This is gonna cost money of course, to be able to choose the colors for it. It's not free. If you head over to the Path of Exile the web page, here we are with the basically community created items for Path of Exile. So we have something called a Veldos box, which can give you one of those shiny items. So you could get a nice shiny item out of this, depending on what you're looking for or what spawns on the box. And you have the keys, and you have divination cards, and you, well, we don't have it for Path of Exile 2 really yet, but it will be a thing in Path of Exile 2 as well. As well, the divination cards, we saw a lot of the streamers get sent a Veldos puzzle box that would that contained either a divination card or a unique item, which means it basically allows the person to create their own item. For those guys with the divination, for the streamers with the divination cards and the unique items they got, they actually get to make a item, come up with the suffixes and the prefixes, and basically make their own version or like their own item. Whereas the Reliquary and puzzle boxes aren't you creating an item, it's just you choosing a specific color for it, right? So there is multiple different ones. You are very welcome to check this out. I'll of course leave the link to this page so you guys can go look it up yourself if it's something you're very interested in. I will say this though, this is not a cheap thing. This is not going to be something you pay $30 for. This is probably going to be something you're paying in the $500 to $1,000 for, probably, I would guess. Like, I'm not 100% sure here, but it would probably be in those type of price ranges. So don't expect everybody to just make the best items day one. You're not getting temporales and stuff like that within no time, right? So there is also, as I said, the boxes, which look like this. It is a map, and then it, as you'll see, it says reward foiled the eternal struggle. So this guarantees that you're getting a shiny version of whatever the reward item is, and you can even see what color of like shininess it has by looking at the map. If we look at the top line of the map where it says Evil Territories Jungle Valley map, you can see it has a red to gray color scheme on it. So that's the same color the item will have. Same goes for the others here. You can see there's a purple blue color. We have a gold red color. We have a pink white color. We have a green purple, I think that is. We have a red and green, I believe. This is red and green. Yeah. Purple and green. Purple and blue. Some red green again. And as you see, there's multiple different choices here in terms of color schemes. And these items are basically they don't do something specific or special. It's not something that gives you more damage or anything. It's just a flex, right? Look at me, I have a shiny mage blood. You know what I mean? That's the flex. It's not really for anything else. So don't be tripping out over this or anything like this. But it is super cool, and I do really like this. And I can't wait to see it in Path of Exile 2. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and I will catch you all in the next one.